Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Moose Gaming here, and today we have got an update. Well, technically it was on the 9th. I'm recording this on the 10th, but we have got a new update for Surviving Ceres, and I just kind of want to go over it a little bit and talk about what's in the update. I will be doing another series of Surviving Ceres and see if we can't do it faster, see if we can't get it better, and especially with some of these new changes that came in. So as always, there's a quick disclaimer. This update might have unexpected results in an ongoing playthrough. Some buildings have changed and could clip into each other. So as always, it's kind of best to start playing a new save when these early access updates come out, because it can completely change your build. Some new machines such as the recycler, which is awesome. I am so happy to hear that we got a recycler. That's kind of one of the things that I was hoping for. That way, if I've made too much of something in the past that I didn't mean to make, and it would have been nice to be able to get the materials back from it instead of just leaving it there. Might not be found in your blueprints if certain saving conditions have also occurred on your ongoing save. If you wish to continue an ongoing playthrough, there are issues. Please feel free to use Steam's ability to set the game back to any patch state. I will leave the previous patch available for anyone who wishes to finish a run before trying a new version. Let's get into the good stuff. With the disclaimer out of the way, this patch is the first of many significant updates planned for the game to take it to the next level. This patch is focused on building and crafting aspects. You can expect some quick hot fixes if there are any issues with this patch. Once everything has settled down, I will begin work on the next major update, focusing on automation, logistics, to tie the colony loop together in a big way. Logistics is kind of one of the things I asked about. In the current state of the game, if you read the description of the drills, it says that you can set a worker to collect them. After talking with the dev, he had said that unfortunately that was something they had to take out because it was having issues. So, but he said he did plan on bringing something in to help with that. So we'll have to wait and see what it's going to be. All right, let's look at the changes. We have made several language fixes and changes to clarify certain aspects of the game to players or to correct some language mistakes. We added a stat point available message to level up to ensure players know they have points to spend. I'm bad at this. I have points just sitting there that I just don't even realize I have still. Let me turn this volume down just a little bit. I think it might be a little too loud, that music, but it may not be. It might be good for you guys. Let's see here. We fixed some issues related to colonists AI breaking when getting to work. I haven't personally had the issue, but I know other people may have. We have fixed issues related to colonists getting jammed up when too many attempt to use a teleporter from both directions, which could lock them up in a traffic jam. I've kind of seen this happen when a red alert went on my base and everybody tried scrambling. So yeah. When deconstructing the mission control, we added confirmation message to ensure players understand how many functions will not work correctly until it is rebuilt. Well, that's good. Yeah. It's like, are you sure you want to delete this? We have added the ability to see crafting recipe costs for all blueprints in the tooltip. You can now see how much things will cost while machines are crafting, helping players to plan their next moves. We have added the ability to pin recipes. Oh, thank you so much for that. You can pin up to 5 recipes. Absolutely amazing. I am terrible at trying to remember the recipes, so having the ability to pin recipes to the side is an absolute game changer for me. And you can clear them by clicking the clear pin button under the notification from within the inventory or any machine inventory. Outstanding. We added snap points to the basic refinery and fuel refinery and basic manufacturer. I like this. I like that. That way you could kind of put your rooms kind of together, you know? This should allow for more diversity in base buildings instead of one long path with these facilities had just been one snap point. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to make it, a little bit easier to go from here to here to here in just like a little loop rather than having to walk all the way across rooms. We will continue to iterate, add, and change snap points for additional facilities as needed. We added a new 4-way corridor, which was highly requested. Even though we have the hub, which is a 4-way connector, players wanted a 4-way corridor. This should enable players to do more with their versions of their bases. Yeah, I could see why a 4-way corridor would be nice, rather than having to walk. Same thing with adding snap points to the refinery and the manufacturer net. Instead of having to walk across the entire room to get to this other building, it's a corridor. They're all kind of closer together. So I could see that. The 1-floor teleporter has been remade. It is now round and has 4 snap points to the second. 4 snap points on the second floor in every direction. This should really allow you to make bases in the shape and form of your choosing. Has on the second floor. Wonder why we. Wonder if, possibly add 1 snap point or maybe 3 snap points to the base of it as well. Maybe that'll come later. We added some lights to the advanced farm that give it the feel of growing crops. Now that's cool. I can't wait to look into that. We fixed an issue that allowed players to create holes in their base when deconstructing the original hub. This is now impossible. Definitely don't want no holes, that's for sure. We added a recycler. Again, thank you. I am so happy about that. To this game, the recycler can be used to break almost anything down into materials. It is found in the machine constructor and unlocked by default to be constructed. Once placed, you can insert any item, including data pads. Oh, yes, that's cool. Now we got something to do with those data pads. And break them down into materials. You can also break bars back into base materials. Nice. We added some new upgrades related to the rockets. You can now add 2 additional spaces to the rocket inventories and reduce rocket travel time by 40%, bringing it down to 3 minutes of travel to Earth in Ceres. That's cool. I'm happy that the time got decreased. I don't think it was that much of a wait. 5 minutes anyways, but that's fine. Fixed an issue that could come up with, something with that could be is, I don't know how much would be involved in doing it, but based on the difficulty you're playing on, that could be one of the modifiers. Like you make it, if you're playing on a harder difficulty, it's going to take longer for rockets to come and go. And if you're playing on, the base or easier difficulties, then your rockets come and go faster. Something that could be looked into, possibly. Fixed an issue that could come up with identically named landing pads where 2 rockets could land on the same pad. Ouch. That would be a big boom crash. I don't know. I've never used 2 landing pads. I've only had 1. We added emergency stop craft button to every machine. This will allow you to halt ongoing crafting. It currently does not return materials used, but I'm considering adding this in the future. It's okay. Emergency, yeah, like if you accidentally made, honestly, if you made like 20 of something and you only meant to make 10, don't stop it, just let it make it, because here it's saying that it won't return the materials used. But if you just let it make it and then go put it in, take the 10 you didn't want to make and go throw them in a recycler, you get the materials back. So don't hit the emergency button. We have unlocked dolomite bars by default in the advanced refinery. Okay. We fixed an issue with using the character unstuck on an expedition. If needed, this will now put you back at the starting pod for each expedition. I haven't had any issues of getting stuck. I'm interested to know, like, I thought I was going to get stuck on the expedition the first time I got too close to the back of the pod, and the pod left me on the planet. But it goes to a loading screen, so it was all good. We have changed and added several upgrade texts to clarify certain upgrades. We have increased the total amount of research to match the newly added upgrades. What's next? As stated at the start of these notes, the next plan, aside from fix any issues from this patch, is to work towards automation and logistics for the colony through drones. Okay, so we're going to use drones. Kind of like Planet Crafter. We had logistics previously with colonists, but this led to many stability and performance issues, and ultimately we had to cut it from the game. But it will return with the next major update in the form of drones. You could say up to date or give input to the development of the system as it is implemented by joining the game's Discord. Thank you to everyone who has tried the game and chosen to support its future with development and with a purchase. The game feels like an early access title in some ways, but I decided to go with the full release since the 0 to 100% terraformation loop is in-game and complete. But I plan to do much more work and improve it and add to the game post-launch without changing the core loop of reaching 100% terraformation. Eventually, I would like to add additional planets as a free DLC, but the idea of the 0 to 100% terraformation is considered the full loop, hence the full release. Please keep an eye on the game over the long term as we will continue to work on and improve the game. Thank you for your understanding and support. It means a great deal to me. Well, absolutely. Like I said, I plan on continuing to play this game, and I will continue to cover this game because I do think it is a really good game. I do like the way the mechanics work in it. And yes, I know there's still some things that are being flushed out and developed, but that's okay. That's okay. I can work with it, and I'll provide any feedback and all of that to the developers. And actually, a developer is a single developer that made this game. Some of you may have already seen the Surviving Ceres series that I've done. I've done a hardcore one and a standard one. So, yes, that is going to be it for this update, post-launch major update 1 of Surviving Ceres. I highly recommend this game. If you guys like survival crafting base building games, definitely a good one to get. Great mechanics. And I really enjoy the fact that the developer really puts the time and listens to the community and, you know, tries to make some of the changes that the community asked for. So with that, everybody, thank you also very much for taking the time to check this out and see what's new with Surviving Ceres with the updates that came out. I will be starting another series of it here very, very soon, maybe within the next week, 2 weeks maybe. We will be starting another series. We'll probably do a normal series first, and then we'll go into a hardcore series again after we finish the normal one. So thank you all so very much. As always, have a great day, wonderful afternoon, and a peaceful evening, and we shall see you all in the next one. Take care, and bye for now.